Hey guys, welcome back to Eyes of the Beholder. We're a group of us regular ass people play Dungeons and Dragons. So a couple quick announcements. We've got Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Let's Play going on still. We're coming down to the end with our finale. Hopefully we'll be filming that next week, maybe a week or two before you all finally get to it, but make sure you're caught up and watching that. Also check out our Phoenix Wright where myself and Sweet Johnson voice the characters in that, and it is something.
Sweet.
Also, you may have noticed something different about the stream tonight. We have kind of revamped the way that things look. You may notice that there is no more battle map. Now we've given you guys pictures of kind of what we think or feel that the areas might look like to help you kind of get your imagination going. And then when we're doing battle, we still have a battle map. But for you guys, y'all can use theater of the mind to see how things are going. Especially since we're not using Dwarven Forge or any of those other very fancy miniatures. I mean, we have the miniatures for most standard stuff, but our battle map's pretty generic, so we thought this might be more fun and better for you guys. Anyways, without further ado, let's jump into tonight's episode of Eyes of the Beholder.
Begins. They were always beside you, your nerdy best friends, and the DM to guide you. And they rise from the flames for the battles ahead. The villains beware, 'cause you're about to be dead. They got magic and flair, they got falchions and cunning. They don't see over there, there's a monster incoming. Inspiration is waiting, rise up, don't think twice. Put your fate in your hands, take a chance, roll the dice. Can you answer the call, digging deep in your soul? As the legend unfolds, now it's your turn to roll.
Back. So, quick recap of last week's episode, because I'm trying to remember exactly everything that happened.
So much.
Things, stuff.
A lot of things.
Well, the Alhoon had been defeated. You kind of began making plans for what y'all were going to do next in your adventures. How to save your friend Dalen from the curse. Ventured into the woods, encountered a troll that just would not die. It's kind of like the Black Knight from Monty Python. It was just a flesh wound the whole time. Someone may or may not have lost a bedroll to a sweet, sweet old woman.
Just a senile old hag. Just crazy old bitch.
Oh. Decided to take
You dare treat her like that.
just an extremely long rest.
About 16 hours rest.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
That's woman normally sleeps, apparently.
so, treating D&D like it's real life now.
Yeah.
So, with all of that, you guys, I believe, if I remember right, Kendara was the only one actually taking the long rest.
That was me.
And Bishop and Dalen were actually staying up to keep watch through the morning and into the early afternoon while Kendara got her rest.
Has Dawn hit? I don't know if
You
we've done
had,
that.
Dawn had already hit.
Uh-huh.
Remember the
Yeah.
lady tried, like, messing with you somehow.
Yeah. I remember I had a really, really was hoping she was doing that for a specific reason. But when I insided, I had no idea.
Oh yeah, I rained a tackle and just slid.
Yeah.
Like,
That was fun. That was fun.
She's weirdly stronger than you.
Yeah.
Well, not really weirdly, because Bishop's not real strong.
he's not real strong. He's normal. He's normal strength. He's not like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
frail old.
It was just kind of like your typical interactions with elderly women.
Yeah, just horrible.
I love it.
Horrible in every way.
Alright.
So you're currently kind of kicked back up against a tree, listening to the bear-like snoring of Kandara from her tent.
I'm very tired. I have allergies.
Dalen, you notice this as you're kind of sitting there, also keeping watch through the forest. Is this just kind of this cool fall morning? Slight little bit of cold breeze blowing through the trees, a little bit of rustle of the leaves. That kind of fresh, clean smell of the mountain air. Kind of just that little bit of sting in your lungs when you breathe in that cold. But you're kind of looking around, and you begin to notice there's just this hint of, on your wrist, a couple of black small veins on your wrist. Nothing too big, but they weren't there before.
Well, fuck.
So, you guys, since y'all are keeping watch during the daytime, and y'all are together, roll me 2 perception checks with advantage. And it's right outside. Y'all are both looking, keeping an eye out.
I love these new dice.
19.
Okay.
Like 18.
Okay. So, as you guys are kind of sitting there for the morning time, going into early afternoon, occasionally you'll see a deer pass by. Occasionally you hear the screech of an eagle flying high overhead. You think that you hear just the faint running of water from a stream off in the distance. Occasionally the calls of what might be a larger animal that might roam the woods, like a bear or like a giant elk or something along those lines. It's hard to determine from this far away. It's just a faint off in the distance. But y'all's watch over Kandara's slumbering through the day seems to go without any event. As y'all wake, as she finally comes to,
Not creepy.
a little afternoon, kind of mid-afternoon at this point. The sun is, if you're going by our time, it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So,
Hi. Did you have a good nap there?
I feel much better, thank you.
It's good to hear. You know, I'm not saying we have to do this, but if we could always take our long rest after dawn, that would probably be better for me.
So start traveling at night.
If y'all would be agreeable to it. Of course, I have some other ideas that I've been throwing around while we've been waiting here for the past few hours on this curse. But that's just one of them that I wanted to see if you would be agreeable to.
Okay.
Sure. It does not affect me.
All right.
Alright, well let's get on.
What level spells your dark vision?
Second.
Second.
Yeah, that's what I
So,
wanted.
oh.
Well, that and, you know, I can't be surprised. You guys can see in the dark. It just works out.
all right. So, Kandara, you take the lead, leading them back towards the peaks of the Ice Wall Mountains.
Yes.
You guys are traveling still. You've broken off the main road that y'all had taken to go to the Temple of Calbane and have begin this ascent up the mountains. You're climbing for an hour, 2 hours. You've climbed probably 1,000 feet at this point. It's a pretty gentle trail that kind of cuts back a few times, going up the side of the mountains, evergreen trees along the way. You get to a point where there's a little bit of a clearing and you can kind of look off and see, and you look out over just the expanse of the nation of Adamant that you can see almost as far as the eye can see at this point. You can see all the way out to the sea from as high up as you are. You can, looking back out, you can kind of see the small town of Fabrice. Looking off to the west, you can see the small farming village of Shaymore. As you look a little more northwestward, you can see a section of the mountain where the snow is melted off in a couple mile radius. And then looking out westward, you can see just the glistening of the sea from there.
Now that is beautiful.
As for a bug, you have beauty like this in your forest?
Well, back in the forest. No.
No.
No,
The answer is no.
It was nothing like this.
So you guys continue back up the mountain for a while. The sun is beginning to set at this point. As you travel for about an hour and a half, the sun is just as right at sunset. The orange kind of amber glow of sunset is beginning to happen, casting long shadows on the trees and the paths as you're making your way. A couple every now and then you hear the howl of an owl in the distance. Crickets beginning to chirp as you're climbing further still. We climb for about another 3 hours. Make a perception check.
Almost.
Alright. Yeti.
11.
17.
Okay.
Bishop.
You two have noticed, not probably with that 150, 200 feet away, but kind of keeping pace with you through the trees, a wolf. It just seems to be kind of on one side of you. And then about 30 minutes later, you notice another one on the other side of you, kind of keeping pace with you.
I'm gonna let them know. Hey, it's about, 150 yards back?
150 feet.
150 feet. It's about 2 wolves.
They're on either side of you.
Been trailing us for a while.
Ah, you motherfuckers. I would like to use the speech of Beast and Leaf
Okay.
to talk to the wolves.
Okay.
Hey, we see you there. We see you flanking us. You don't want this fight. And I will pull out Ice Dragon's Fang.
Oh.
So is that persuasion or intimidation?
I mean, it's no different, but I'm gonna go with persuasion. I'm gonna try to keep it low key for now. It'll be a 17.
Okay. So as you say this, and you watch as they're still telling you for a little bit, but they're falling back slowly, slower, until eventually they're kind of both right behind you, and you see about 8 or 9 more wolves join with them, and then they kind of break off and go the other direction.
Awesome.
Oh, God. Good dang wolves.
You gotta stare them right in the eyes.
Gotta bite them on the ear.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how that works.
No, that's what sharks. You gotta punch them in the nose.
They don't bite a wolf on the ear.
I don't know. I've never done it. Have you?
Never tried.
Give it a shot. Let me know.
And then tell us about raccoons climbing.
Oh yeah.
Y'all never saw, what was it? Ice Cube?
I don't know. It sounds like something that might be true.
It got struck by
You have to, like-
or it got struck by thunder. Twice. Struck by thunder.
You guys continue traveling about another hour and a half. Kendara, before you see just a tree kind of off the path. Just a single white bird painted onto the side of the bark. And what looks like a small game trail leading off.
This way. Take a road path.
Okay.
What's with the bird?
It is my clan, my tribe. We are the White Ravens.
Oh. Really? Wait, great.
Yeah.
Why do you call yourself that? I want to talk while we're walking.
Why?
Yeah, go for it.
Why? What?
Why are y'all the White Ravens? I know you like ice and snow and things like that.
We live in the mountains, yes. We are, our tribe is called the White Ravens. Our head mistress is the White Raven. Mistress, like medicine woman, I don't know what you would call it. But she's in charge of our clan. And we are named for her.
Oh. Are we gonna have a chance to meet them? Are they around here?
No Floorball. It's okay.
Oh.
We've had this conversation.
Have we?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's okay.
You and Kendara share a kinship.
All of my people
Oh.
have died, like yours. We talked about that. Maybe you were distraughted and not here.
I'm sure. I'm sure I'll put it in my memory banks.
It's
Sorry
okay.
about that.
You just found Gerald.
Daily
I
will
understood.
remember this.
Daily should. Or does not. Hi.
Yeah, no, if y'all want to walk and talk, by all means, y'all feel free
I
to. There's-
will ask when we get to my tribe, my village. It is now holy ground. Please do not, so he can point at you. Please do not loot. Please do not mess with any of the remains.
Out of respect for you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Okay.
Because when I'm assuming from what I gather, like, when the blizzard came and killed everyone, like, I haven't touched it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
It's still, like, preserved just the way it was. Okay.
Maybe just covered in snow. Maybe just like piled of snow.
Yeah.
Or is it still?
No, you can still see some of it.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean,
Let's see.
Oh yeah,
it's
let's
like
figure
Pompeii.
it out.
Think of, like, Pompeii-ish,
Oh, okay.
but, like, ice and snow.
Nice. So you travel for about another 2 hours before you finally reach the small village of the White Raven tribe. No lights lit, completely dark, desolate. A few homes, kind of old thatched roofs, log cabin kind of design and make. One stone temple off in the distance. As you approach and make your way inside.
The temple?
No, into the town. Just into the outskirts of the town.
Okay.
As you guys are getting close, you can occasionally see there what looks like to be some sort of human remains, occasionally littered along the roads. Picked over now at this time by most animals. Anything that's been left out to the elements or exposed are mostly picked over. Skeletal remains at this point at best.
Did you not bury him? Or is that not your way?
Our village worshipped the goddess of winter. A blizzard came and killed our village. We do a funeral pyre here. Whenever I burn the bodies, it consecrates the bodies to our goddess, and I refuse to do that.
So I take it you and your god aren't really on good terms.
No.
I understand.
I can take you to where I've seen the Yetis before from here now. Right, that's what we're...
Yeah, it's at this point it's probably a little after midnight, probably 2 a.m., 3 a.m. at this point.
Because we don't want to make camp yet, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. As y'all are kind of making your way through the town, everyone just making perception checks.
19.
19.
19.
Ho ho!
Shit.
We're triplets.
Okay.
But 3.
But
So, as you are making your way through the tribe, shadows seem to move and crawl here. The shadows seem to move and kind of crawl here, almost as if they're wanting you to stay, trying to grab a hold of your, almost like they're trying to grab your shadow and hold on to it. Kendara, as you pass by your old familial home, that chill and cold sensation kind of fills your heart. A little bit of anger and rage as well. You notice the bodies that are laying around littered all along the streets, mostly picked over by animals. You notice all the doors of the homes, though, are all closed. Looks like Kendara at least went through and closed them all before she left. You notice one thing that seems out of place to you, at least, is the arterial spray on some of the windows of blood. Especially in your family home.
are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and investigate that.
Okay.
Fuck me. I got a nat one.
As you walk to the door and you go to open it, it's like you freeze for a second. You can't bring yourself to walk through that door and see those memories again at first. And then you open the door. It's cold in here. No light. Dust a little bit everywhere. You see laying on the floor, crumpled over one another. Your son on the floor, your husband over that. Just these thick gashes and wounds over both of their bodies. Blood, old blood, is everywhere.
So, hang on. Just so I'm understanding, because when I came here before, none of this was here, right? The arterial spray, or I didn't notice it.
Right.
Which one?
When was the last time you were here?
I found all the bodies.
Right.
And was the arterial spray and the blood here before?
I don't remember being here. At this time, I want you to. So yeah, you don't remember any of that from before.
So someone came in after me and...
What's your passive perception, by the way?
My passive perception is 12.
Okay, so you won't see him. It doesn't matter. So all of a sudden, your shadow on the wall shifts and morphs into this taloned-like version of yourself and just slashes out, scraping along your armor, and almost like steps off the wall as another one rises up from behind you, Dalen, and another one from behind you, Bishop, up like off the ground almost. It's like these demonic entities are like the shadows you've been noticing swirling in this place now seem to be coming to life. I need y'all to roll initiative.
What the hell did we walk into?
I did another net one.
I thought you said it was the fucking blizzard.
It was the fucking blizzard. None of this was here before. I would like to point out. Well, I'll point out later.
15.
Physics.
What are you wanting to point out?
Which thing?
Later.
Because I got 2.
15.
I got 2. I got 2 things.
Okay, Dara, what was yours?
1.
So total of 1?
Yes.
Dalen.
That would be a 20.
Okay.
Good job.
And here.
Dear God.
Place these right behind each one of y'all, wherever y'all would be standing.
I'm in a house.
Also, they're orc shadows.
Well, they're your
Or
shadows.
sh-
I just needed somebody.
Was
Obviously,
Bucky with you or
these
with
are-
us?
He's with y'all. The house is pretty small. I don't know if Bucky would have
Yeah.
just readily walked in there.
Is there a shadow on Bucky or just me and Bishop?
Just you and Bishop. So far.
Okay.
Yay.
Just say it's like that.
So all the shadows are up first. They rolled higher than y'all in initiative.
Of course it did. I assume we'd be watching her.
Looking at each other's eyes.
No, that's her.
So they,
She got big.
so that's an 18 to hit you, Dalen.
That'll hit.
Okay. So you take 13 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 points of psychic damage. The one behind you, Bishop, is going to scream out at you.
Is he?
That's a 24 to hit.
Fuck it. Fuck.
That's 13 points of slashing damage
I guess.
and 5 points of psychic damage.
This is really.
No.
And then Jukandara,
Does that hit?
that's a
Yes.
21 to hit you.
Yes.
That is 9 points of slashing damage and 7 points of psychic damage.
Dear God.
Dalen, you're up first.
All right. I'm going to unsheathe Ice Dragon's Fang. I'm gonna spin around and slash at him.
Okay, go for it.
That would be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. It'll be 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Plus that's 8 points slashing. Plus 9 points of cold.
Cold damage doesn't seem to affect him at all.
Okay. So then I'm gonna put the sword back in its sheath.
Okay.
That'd be just free action.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to wild shape.
Okay. Yeah, because you don't have to put it up and when you wild shape it, you can just choose what happens to all your equipment. It'll just mold into your.
Oh, really? I thought I would have to put it up. No.
No.
Just as long as it's
even-
on.
yeah.
As long as I have possession.
Yeah.
Of it.
Any of your equipment when you
Oh.
wild shape will meld into your form if you choose to, or you can choose that it drops where you're at. You choose.
Oh. Well, for the.
Doesn't matter. You won't be holding it in wild shape.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Plus, that's not your actual HP in wild shape. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to wild shape into a bear. Doper.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
And yeah.
All right, Bishop, you're up. Is this black, kind of incorporeal version of yourself with long talons standing before you?
I'm gonna spin around, and as I do, Knight's gonna come out of my hand.
Okay.
Just like, yeah.
Roll to hit.
Have you heard of pistol whipped?
Eldritch Blast Whip.
14.
As you do, it just kind of seems to out of the way as your sword apparates.
Punch.
Okay.
14.
Also misses. Okay. So you're just like swinging and flailing at this thing, not being able to hit it yet. Kendara, you're up.
I'm gonna turn around, screaming in rage.
Okay.
Enraged.
Okay.
And swing my my axe at him.
Go for it.
Nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's like the first time I think that's ever happened.
Yeah.
It's like a storybook moment here.
It's amazing. Just take a moment. Okay. I need to be in the mountains more often.
Things
Nice, much
Ah,
better than
and I rolled a
forest.
10. So double that.
That's
20 plus 5.
Uh-huh.
25.
25.
Are they dead?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna dump some smite into
Okay.
him.
Well, they are considered a fiend,
Oh.
so you get an extra D8.
Alright. And this will all be doubled, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
7, 7, and 8. So
22, double
Double.
to 44.
yes.
Okay, so Kandara just turns around in a rage and swings with her great axe, glowing in this radiant energy. And as it hits this dark figure of herself, it erupts into this radiant light and just like into dust.
Hang
It
on,
is
hang on.
fucking dead.
One of those 7s was a 1. Was it close?
It will. We'll go ahead and give it to
I'm
you.
sorry.
That's all right. I already.
I read it upside down.
Those are kind of hard to read.
Sorry.
It's all right. It would have survived.
Then I came back and go, oh crap! No, I'm joking.
It would have survived, but that's okay.
Rapiers.
Mid swing, you just stop. Oh.
Oh, sorry.
It's
Sorry. I mean, no, I go. That's right.
20 to hit the bear.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Can Bucky go?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forget about Bucky.
I know, poor Bucky. Everybody forgets about him. He's going to flank the guy on Bishop.
Okay, so he has advantage.
Going to bite.
Mm-hmm.
That's not it. The 24 to hit.
Oh yeah, most definitely hits.
And, oh damn. Only 4 points of damage.
Okay.
And then his tail, he's going to hit with his tail.
Okay.
19 to hit.
Hits.
And 9 points of damage with his tail.
Okay. Doesn't seem to hurt it as much as you would think it does. He kind of passes through it a lot, the incorporeal form of it. But it does seem to take some damage. Dalen, is it, as you see Kendara just explode one of them, turn it into ash in your bear form. The other one just sinks its claws right down into the middle of your back for 12 points of slashing damage and 5 more points of psychic damage.
So 17.
And then Bishop is going to try to hit you. That's a 15.
No.
Okay. As this time it reaches out with its shadowy hand at you, and you reach up and just slap it away with your sword. Dalen, you're up.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to bite and rake with my claws.
Okay.
So that would be something. As soon as I get that back up.
It picks up everything.
Literally everything. All right. Okay. So that'll be a 25 on the bite
Mm-hmm.
and a 19 on the claws.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, that hits also.
Shit, that's not mine. I muted mine.
It's my computer.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be a
Sorry.
11 piercing on the bite.
Question on your wild shapes, do they count as magical damage yet?
I don't think so.
Okay. So 11 on the bite.
At least as far as I know, it doesn't.
Okay.
And for the claws, it'll be 7 plus 4 is 11 again.
Okay. As your bear form, you're just kind of slamming through this shadowy figure of. It seems to be hurting it, but just you're having a hard time finding purchase or being able to do real damage to it.
Yeah.
Bishop, you're up.
Alright. I come back with my sword.
Okay.
15.
That hits.
Really? Oh my god.
You were one away all this time.
Just missed it by that much.
8 plus 5. 13.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna use my momentum to swing.
Okay.
Misses.
Okay. So as you, as it slashes out towards you, slap it away with your sword, spin around and slash through it, and try to punch, but it hasn't even reformed yet by the time your punch comes through. Kadara, you're up.
I'm going to run forward
Okay.
and go after this one right here.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Damn it, hell. That's a 12. I totally missed.
Misses.
Then Bucky's gonna go.
Okay.
Bucky gets a nat 20
Okay.
on his bite.
Okay. So Bucky takes his jaws and just reaches out and clamps around the waist.
So doubled to 6
Uh-huh.
plus 3, so 9.
Okay.
And then he's going to come back and swing with his tail.
Okay.
I don't think so, no. 14.
Okay. Alright, brings us back to the one fighting you, Dalen. It's going to try to hit you.
Mhm.
It's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. As you take 8 points of piercing damage. Oh, Jesus. And 12 points of psychic damage.
So total 8, 12, 20.
20.
Yeah. As it takes its claws at this time and just sinks both in the sides of yours and just rakes along the side of your bear form.
Oh.
As Dalen turns back into Dalen.
And natural 20 to hit you, Bishop.
Oh god.
The wine.
That's not too bad, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, not too bad.
Not too bad.
26 points of damage total.
Death save?
Not yet. That was just one hit. Unless
Oh yeah, death save.
it double your maximum HP.
Huh?
Oh, that's right. You're up. No, you're not up yet. It's Dalen's turn. Because you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm down.
Y'all watch as the Shadow Demon, as it reforms, just rakes right up Bishop's chest, sitting him down.
Right. I want to. Now, can I move through his.
You can move
Reach.
around him as long as you don't
Okay.
move out of his reach.
Okay. So
You
I'm
can
going
move
to
there to
move
flank him.
around to flank.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out Ice Dragon's Fang again.
Okay.
And I just want to try to stab right in the middle.
Okay. Roll it.
Oof. 15.
Just hits.
Yes.
You have advantage on that strike. 'cause
Oh,
you're
yeah,
flanking.
yeah. In case
In this case, you crit.
No.
Okay.
So it'll be 14 points of slashing with no cold.
Okay. That seems to hurt it quite a bit. It actually seemed to have a hard time holding its form together now, a little bit.
Okay. Let me see what I have for bonus actions. I don't use them as much. No, I got nothing.
Okay. Bishop, death saving throw.
18.
Awesome.
You.
All right, Kendara.
Okay, I'm going to
With advantage.
slash after that guy.
That's kind of looking forward to.
It's right at 15.
I can't wait.
Just remember what happened last time when your character died because you wanted to build a new character.
So 16 points of damage.
How much?
16.
Okay. Okay. He's looking.
He's looking heavily. And then Bucky is going to go keep slashing
At
at
the
the other guy. So 24 to hit.
Hits.
It's 8 points of damage on that one.
Why are you hitting me so
And then he's going to flip around with his tail.
Okay.
Not sync to you.
Hang on. I think that's something. Stop it. Oh, that's 15 points of
Okay.
damage.
15.
No, I'm sorry, 15.
To
Now I
hit.
need to.
Oh,
Now I
okay.
need to-
Wow. Damn, Bucky.
Damn, Bucket.
Damn, Bucky.
4 points.
Okay. Bucky is just going to town on the
Damn,
one that just
Bucky.
took down Jackal. You watch as Bishop goes down. You watch.
He remembers Jackal.
You watch Bucky grab it with his mouth and rip through it, and then slash it with his tail.
Not today.
As Kendara slams through this other shadow with her axe. The one on Dalen and Kendara is barely holding itself together. Which brings it to that one, which is going to strike out at Kendara this time in fear. With a 9. I don't think
That
that's
does not hit.
the other one is going to turn to you as well and try to hit you with a 22.
That does hit.
So you take 8 points of piercing damage, halved to 4 because you're raging.
Mm-hmm.
And then 6 points of psychic damage, which I don't believe you have.
Yeah, I'll take all of it.
Okay,
So 6 and 4.
So a total of 10.
Okay. Awesome.
Dalen, you are up.
Hang on.
Oh.
I would like to react
Oh, okay.
and do Hellish Rebuke
Okay.
on him.
So that's a dex saving throw.
Yes, it is.
10.
It does not work.
I'm sorry, 12. But still, I don't
Still doesn't work.
Okay.
No, sir.
think. Okay.
So
Cage it up. Just being caged.
I look at him. He erupts in flames.
Okay.
10.
You see the second
For 13 points of damage.
Okay.
I was like, I was 8 when it came out. I was like,
Right?
I think about
Let's see here. As the shadow slams into you, as soon as its hand almost makes contact, it almost erupts into flames up it and begins flaming all over it. It too is now beginning having a hard time holding its form together. Dalen, you were up.
Okay. So I have a question before I do this.
Yeah.
He's flanked,
Mhm.
so I have advantage.
Yep.
Alright, if I do a ranged spell within melee range, it's at disadvantage, so it would just be a straight roll?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to do Ice Knife.
Okay.
Can I use Ice Knife as a melee attack? Technically, it throws a knife at him, but if I make an Ice Knife, can I stab him?
It doesn't last night if it explodes.
It explodes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot it. Too late. I already
Okay.
shot it.
All right.
Oof. It'll be 14 misses.
But it still takes the damage of the explosion. So go ahead and roll your exploding ice damage for everyone in a 5-foot radius of it.
Yeah.
Kendara and the other one, I guess.
They're immune to
Oh,
cold.
and Bishop. And they're immune to cold damage.
I'm so good at this.
Wait.
Bishop's not within
Bishop's
5 feet.
not, and I would
No, no,
question
no.
me.
You have
He's
to
You're
be,
within 5 feet.
you have to
of
be
it.
within 5 feet to be flanking and hitting it.
Oh, for him. Okay, not
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
Bishop
the
is
explosion
not
happened
within
there.
5
okay.
feet, though. And neither
Bishop is
Bucky.
not.
All right.
We have
But I-
squares.
I will do it.
Take away my
No, it's
second.
fine. I just from here it looks like he's 5 foot diagonally from that one. Is what it looks like.
Nice.
No, because he
Take away
was
my save.
upright here when he
Oh,
dropped.
okay.
This
got you.
guy,
So he's 10.
though is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's immune to cold.
Yeah.
I know.
So we both take 6 points of ice damage.
Y'all will both take 3 points of ice damage because both of y'all are resistant.
Oh yeah. We're so good at this.
As Dalen has a
Yeah.
moment and just throws the ice into the ground. He's like, "Hi!" And he just explodes, showering you and Kendara with shards of ice. It's mildly inconvenient. Bishop, make a death saving throw.
Dear God.
17.
Yeah, it's 2 saves.
Yay.
Unless you natural 1 again, you're probably going to be okay. Kendara.
Still very angry and somewhat befuddled. I'm going to swing at this guy right here.
Okay. With advantage.
I'm so mad, but I don't know why.
Why is there ice all over? What the hell?
Just like little ice shards like stuck into your cheeks and forehead. Things are cold.
Dear God.
It doesn't really hurt so much, it just really pisses you off.
Yeah.
Use it.
That would be a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
It will be 12 points of damage.
Okay. He's looking like he's he's kind of flickering in and out as you swing through him.
I'm going to dump some smite into him.
Okay.
We have Kendara.
Right?
Good thing we were clear.
Then he's a fiend, so you get an extra D8.
So, that'd be 18 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he is dead. Beyond dead.
Good.
As he just erupts into holy... No, other one. The one in between y'all. There you go. Just erupts into holy light and flashes out. Alright. Bucky?
Oh yeah, thank you. Bucky's gonna go too.
I'm learning.
It's not considered flank though, right? I rolled flank last time, because you told me.
Oh, because he's down now? No, now it wouldn't be flanking.
Right.
Well, we'll let it happen.
I mean, you'd be flanking this guy, though.
I mean, he can move around to flank with you, I guess.
Okay. Bucky takes a
Because
step
he's not
over.
flanking with, the unconscious body of Bishop.
Oh, damn. Damn it. I don't think that's gonna hit.
Living, breathing body, kind of.
The mostly alive body of Bishop.
Okay,
On
yeah.
the edge.
No, that one was not gonna hit. So we're gonna do a tail.
Okay.
Tail. Ooh, nat 20.
Okay. Roll that beautiful tail damage.
Not that it's gonna really be a whole lot, but you know.
Every
It's
little bit
nice.
helps.
4, 7.
Okay.
I would just like to point out that I have, but it is with Bucky.
Yeah.
I have nat 20 3 times in this fight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bringing
That is
us
not.
That is.
Apparently, I am very inspired.
bringing us
by my
back to
home.
the shadow.
Yeah.
It is going to strike out
my family's
this time.
bodies.
Bucky.
Oh, so he's going after Bucky?
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
I'm right here.
That's a 13 to hit.
I don't even know. Oh, it does not hit.
Okay. As his claws just kind of scratch along the surface of Bucky's hard scales. Dalen, you're up.
Alright. Since I saw the ice knife did nothing, I'm just gonna run up. Is he's not really flanked to me,
No.
so no.
You just straight roll on yours.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna swing Ice Dragon's Fang at him.
Okay.
That'd be a 24.
That hits.
24.
Does
Does that
does
hit?
does a 24 hit? Oh, it does. Oh, bully for me.
Oh, it doesn't. Go one of two ways.
8 points.
Okay.
Slash.
Does it 24
Alright.
hit? Oh, it doesn't.
Oh.
Yeah.
We should go. God.
Back away. Say
8
Rex
points
your
slash.
Is
family.
that it for your turn?
Come
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, as Dalen runs up, and this time stepping through the exploded shards of ice, picking some out of his face as he runs, slashes through. It's still holding together, but it's just barely there. Bishop, make a death saving throw. Okay, you're stabilized. You're not awake.
Oh.
That was a nat 20.
Okay. No, it's
Okay.
12.
So you're no longer dying. You're just unconscious on the
Oh,
ground.
cool.
Kendara, you're up. Go for it.
Damn me! Shit.
You have advantage.
Oh, thank God.
You were flanked with Bucky.
That's right. Thank you, Jesus.
You can also make your attacks
not-
reckless, should you wish.
Wow. 20 hit.
That'll hit.
And then 17.
17 points of damage or 17?
17 points of damage, sir.
Okay. Wow, he's just like a faint wisp still standing there.
Fuck me.
Bucky?
Bucky! Bucky!
Bugger!
Avenge me, Bucky! Okay.
With advantage.
Yes. First one is 18.
That hits. Let's roll that damage first.
Damn it, Bucky. 4 points of damage.
Well, 4, but his is halved to 2 because he's not magical. Which is
Right.
exactly how much health it had left. As Bucky, not even biting this time, just goes.
Oh.
A little bit of smoke comes out of his nose.
Should we be worried about that?
I don't know. Later.
All right. Which I'm well, I think this is a good time to take a long rest. He's already taken a nap. Would he get a long rest being unconscious? Is that how that works?
Okay.
He's got some injuries. They need to be tended
Okay.
to.
I like the idea. I reach over and... Don't
8 hours later, so it's like bleeding.
Well,
I
you
have
said I'm gonna
died.
fix it or whatever, but anyways. I reach over
Even with the
and I
pill.
gave him 1 point of health.
Nice.
Kendara just kind of reaches over and goes boop, on your forehead,
And then
and everything hurts.
Alright.
let's go into
You missed all
my
the fun there, cowboy.
Why?
let's go into my home. It'll be easier to protect.
Okay.
Are we in your home?
We were outside.
Yeah, we're kind of right on the
Oh,
front,
okay.
like out in front of the home, right on the kind of front porch area. Kendara started their fight there and finished it very quickly. Came to you guys.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So for in the future,
Mm-hmm.
for like resurrection spells, does the body have to be like still intact, or
Depending on the level
can
of
it
resurrection
be
spell.
ashes?
If they're ashes, you have to have a very high level resurrection spell,
Okay,
like a 9th level spell.
but if the body's there, it's lower. Okay.
So you guys make your way into Kendara's home. Kind of musky, dusty interior. Faint smell of decay. The cold here is kind of kept at bay for the most part. I think that's probably a good place for us to take our first break for the night. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Don't go anywhere. We're still on the hunt for an abominable Yeti, so let's
Yeah.
see how that goes.
We'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm glad y'all all stuck with us here. All right. So, you guys have bedded down in
Yes.
Kendara's old home.
So,
It's about, at this point, a little over 3 hours until dawn, for the one who needs to know that. So, how are y'all doing watches?
You want me to do the first watch, so then
The way it hits you
it
at dawn.
hits you at dawn?
Or you're up at dawn.
I can take care of it. Kendara, I mean, I know you don't want to burn your family, your whole goddess thing. Kind of freaking me out. Can we bury him at least, or something?
I was going to bury them in the morning, but we can
Okay.
bury them now if you prefer.
Which is this all ice, or is there earth underneath?
The floor, I'm assuming, is like a dirt floor.
Yeah, it's just a hard dirt floor.
And I'm gonna start using mold earth to start burying.
Sure, yeah, that's... With that cantrip, yeah, no problem. Y'all are
Yeah.
able to dig those out really quickly.
Okay. Hi. Would you like to handle the bodies?
I would appreciate it. Thank you for the book.
Okay, so Kendar, as you... the first one is you kind of pick up the corpse of your husband and kind of begin dragging him towards the grave that's been freshly dug. All of the wounds now very apparent on him.
Can I investigate the wounds?
Sure.
Because I mean, there shouldn't be. There should be no wounds
Yeah.
from where I left them. Oh, nat 20.
Oh my
What
god.
the heck is happening today?
Wow. Natural 20?
We really might need to go about
Bye, Deidre.
Okay.
I'm very inspired by the death of my husband. Which would be a total of 22.
Okay.
Or, no, investigation.
All right.
24.
So, as you roll, you roll your husband actually over to where you can see more of his face. You see all along his hands, his forearms, are these deep gashes.
Like defensive wounds?
Yeah,
What the heck?
made with a smooth, sharp blade. Across his chest, a deep, deep gash with just the hint of singeing at the point of
Does
the
this
slice.
mean anything to me? Or can I roll for intelligence? Because, I mean, I left them, they were frozen. They did not have these. And it sounds like he was reanimated. Is it that's defensive wounds? Then it's not like someone came post-mortem. Right? Or am I assuming something?
No. I mean, yeah, like from what you remember, this and what you're seeing now, it's not matching up at all.
Right.
In fact, as you're looking, you see defensive wounds all along his arm and his chest, this giant gash across his face. And then you see, as it almost looks like if there's one that goes across his back, as if he was shielding something.
Well, he was on top of my son, so I'm assuming he shielded my son.
Were they in the same spot when you left them?
I thought they were.
They were in the exact same spot where you left them. Your son bears but one wound. A heavy puncture wound straight through the back of his back, through the front of him. And as you line it up, you see that it lines up with your husband's. As if something pierced down through both of them.
But none of this was here before. Okay. Is there anything else I can gather from the bodies or from the wound? Because, I mean, that's it, right? I can go ahead and bury them.
I mean, with a natural 20, I mean, you can, I mean, you're fairly able to determine the cause of death as whatever caused these wounds.
Okay. None of this makes sense. The bodies were exactly like I left them. But these wounds were not here before. Everyone had died of starvation or being frozen to death. I don't understand.
So what would they have defensive wounds if they were frozen?
I have no idea.
Is there anything out here that
Why frozen blood doesn't spray on the walls?
This is true too. Nor does it cool that way. It was frozen.
can I think? I'm trying to remember if there's anything I know of that would do that.
Sure.
History.
Sure. Whatever you'd like to roll. History, Arcana.
Oh, anything I do now.
I don't know. roll?
Makes me feel like
I don't know what
he's
you've rolled.
like,
I have no idea what you've rolled.
you're not
so-
gonna know it.
14.
14. What?
Perception.
14 perception would be like looking around the room and like.
Alright, fine, Craig. History. 10.
10 in history. You don't know.
Intelligence check. Nothing.
That's why I was asking. What are you rolling?
Having seen the shadows fighting, and they were doing a lot of slashing and stuff like that with very long, sharp fingers.
Yep.
Can I ascertain whether or not it was them?
Bodies have sigils
Make an
on.
investigation check.
Okay. It's a good thing I'm so good at investigating. 19.
Okay. And looking at them,
No, I just rolled.
and the finger, and kind of remembering the damage and gauging them from the damage they did to off of Bishop. The slashes they
But you
left.
still have one.
Yeah, so like there's still some open wounds on Bishop, so you're able to kind of go and compare the slashes on Bishop versus Kandara's family. Their slashes are usually come in 3s and 4s and are very thin.
Okay.
This is like one thick bladed type of weapon that has done this.
As far as I can tell, it doesn't seem like it was the shadows.
With singes?
It seems like a blade of some sort. A sword. Can I pull out Ice Dragon's Fang?
Sure.
I want to ask it, hey, Ice Dragon's Fang, you awake?
Yes.
Do you sleep?
I started.
No, I do not actually sleep, so what can I do for you?
Oh, hey, do you have a fiery brother? Somebody that does, like a fire dragon's fang. Is there another sword like you out there that does flames and such?
Not aware of any sword like myself.
Okay, just thought I'd check. Thank you. Can you feel the presence of these wounds? Can you discern anything yourself about what might have done something like that?
I don't actually have eyes. I'm more of just...
That's why I asked if you could feel.
No,
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what
I
you're
wish-
able to do. I'm just asking.
Touch the sword, too.
Feel it.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I apologize. No, I'm
Okay.
unable to discern this for you.
All right, next time on. Hey, I don't want you to think I'm just using you for stuff. How you doing?
I mean,
At that point, I'm gonna walk away from the graves
yeah.
so I can.
Hey, sword.
Guess I'm doing
How's it
okay.
going?
All right.
You know, I'm a little frustrated that I was whatever those shadows were seemed to shrug off my eyes.
Yeah, I wasn't very happy about that as well. Don't worry, we'll have plenty of things to stab and make cold. I got you,
People need to know of my power.
and they will. Hey, I just want you to know. I mean, if you ever need anything, you just let me know. We're in this together. Whether it finds or it's his killer.
Very well, Wielder.
Because we're the two best friends that.
None of that.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put you away now. You go ahead and chill. If you think of anything, just give me a holler.
Chill.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back. Sorry about that. I want to make sure he doesn't think I'm taking him for granted. I don't know what his temperament is.
Seems his temperament is pretty cold.
Oh.
Ha.
Ah. Ah.
Just gonna sigh and take a swig.
Okay.
Roll for pun damage.
Yeah. But
To himself or to us?
Two.
you get one d
Right here, just right here.
you get 1d6 D inspiration.
Yeah. All right. So what do you guys do? Y'all finishing bearing? Are y'all still investigating? What are y'all doing?
Would you like me to cover him?
Yeah, sure. I wrap the bodies,
Okay.
and I put them in there.
Okay. you take some of the blankets you had from your house that are still there, and wrap both of the bodies and place each one in their own separate little grave.
Could I cast frostbite on the bodies before I bury them?
Cast frostbite?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
He's trying to preserve them.
I'm trying to preserve them, like a cryogenic type.
Is
thing.
it still cold enough here, though?
It's
I
pretty
mean, I figure
cold.
there's
If you
probably no bugs in the dirt, but
No,
just
I
in
mean, if
case.
you, sure, if you'd like to, sure.
Yeah, just in case any.
It helps chill them even more.
Awesome.
They're
That's
very
what I'm gonna
cold.
do.
And then
Thank
wrap
you
them
for the
and
bulk.
place them.
Not very good at plans, but I do what I can.
I will remember your kindness.
Okay. And so, Dalen, you're taking first watch?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys kind of, after finishing burying the bodies, that took about an hour, especially with investigating them. Anything else you want to do before y'all bed down if you guys want to rest? I'm just trying to check with you guys. I don't want to rush y'all. I feel like I'm rushing y'all into stuff.
No.
Okay. All right, cool. So, Kandara
we could always
and...
loot Kandara's house, I guess.
Or
You
not.
kind of said you wouldn't touch anything. But if you do that, do I see you do this?
No.
Okay, so anyways, Kandara and Bishop, y'all go off and find your...
Wait, totally. I didn't say it with the accent.
Find your spot to rest. It takes you a while to find rest in your old home, just especially with everything that's going on. Bishop,
Who's taking the second one? Should we decide that?
no.
I'll take whatever. Doesn't matter.
You take second, I'll take third.
Okay.
I'll wake you up in a few hours.
Okay.
I'm gonna get in a chair, kick back, have my feet up on something.
Sure. You kick your feet up on Kandara's.
Because I don't have a bedroll anymore, Craig.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't. Weird.
There are blankets. You can have a blanket.
There's also beds in this house.
Yep. There is.
But whatever. You kick it out in a chair, kick your feet up on Kandara's kitchen table, and go to sleep. And Dalen, make me a perception check with disadvantage because you don't have dark vision.
We're in the hut.
You're in the house.
Door shut.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you're just like looking out the window, watching, whatever.
Yeah. Just kind of hanging out around that area.
Like one of those crazy old ladies just like peeking through the blinds.
Oh.
With disadvantage. Natural
Nice.
Okay.
plus
It's
4,
this
so
one.
5 total. uh,
12 more shadow things.
oh my god.
Very good. So as you're kind of peeking out the window, watching the streets, and this little bit of moonlight that shines through, you don't seem to notice anything. Everything seems to be kind of quiet here. You notice no more of these creeping, weird, ethereal shadows moving through this time. Your watch mission passes without any incident, except as the sunlight begins to start cresting over.
Can I do
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Any
'Cause
preparations you'd like to make for dawn would be now the time to do
Yes.
them.
First, I want to see if there is enough room in this hut for what size I can wild shape.
It's a
into.
fairly big house. It's probably
Could I do large,
yeah,
medium?
yeah.
What
I
am I
think you
going
could
with?
do. I mean, this has more than one room. Like y'all are basically what is like a living room and like a kitchen. More or
I
less
want to
like
go
where
somewhere where I could become a large beast.
Yeah,
I'd
well,
prefer
where-
huge.
Where
but
you're
could
at
just
right
go
now
outside.
is the room that you're in right now. You could probably become large. If you wanted to become huge, you'd have to go outside.
No, I'll stick with large.
Okay.
Okay.
Like there's basically the front entry area, kitchen, and then there's bedrooms in the back that kind of go through a door, and then there's a hallway that leads.
I would like to cast. What's it called? Resistance
Okay.
on myself.
Okay.
And then wild shape into a giant hyena.
Okay. All right.
So that'll be a D4
Plus a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-huh. Now, I get advantage. No, the resistance wouldn't give me. I wouldn't have advantage on my resistance. That's not the case.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that, and let me bring up my wild shape so I can do damage. Oh, that's actually not bad at all. It'll be a 21 plus 2, 23 on con.
Okay, good. So you will take half this damage.
Okay.
54 necrotic damage,
Oh, great.
halved,
Mm-hmm.
but you're resistant, so halved again.
I'm resistant?
You gave yourself... I thought you gave your... Oh.
No. That just gives me the extra D4 on top.
Oh, okay. So 54
Yeah.
halved, which would be 27
27.
points of
Okay.
necrotic damage. I rolled
All right.
super high. Like
Yeah.
8, 9, or 10 on every die.
All right. Yeah.
Almost max damage for right now.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry.
For right now.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it develops.
I have veins showing up that weren't there before. Okay. So I stay as a hyena, but I'm gonna go ahead and drop my wild shape, and for the remainder of my watch, I'm assuming it would be about an hour or so.
Yeah.
For the remainder of my watch, while staying close to the door, so I can't be is the door and the window close together?
Yeah.
I want to be close to those, so if anything's coming up, I wouldn't be surprised by it.
Now
but
you
I
can
actually-
see outside because it's light now.
Yeah.
So.
But I want to put my focus on those veins.
Okay.
I want to see if can I gauge by their appearance any sort of timeline.
Okay. Sure.
When I think the curse is going to progress and progress and progress.
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Okay. Are you sure that wouldn't be a medicine?
Or medicine, sure, I'll give you medicine. Medicine, sure. I think that's great.
Okay. All right. That would be a 22.
Okay. As you're looking, what started just right at your wrist that you noticed yesterday, just this small, like maybe quarter-inch line, has now progressed to about 3/4 of an inch. It seems to progress just slightly.
All right.
Seems that every day that passes, it grows incrementally stronger, but not.
So 1/4 of an inch plus half an inch, so it's growing at a rate, at least a double rate so far.
Yeah.
We'll see tomorrow on how much. So if it goes another 1/4 of an inch, then it's flat. Or no. No. 7 3/4. Okay.
So you're at 3/4 of an inch now. It was only
Yeah.
a 1/4 of an inch.
So
Time
it's
before.
a 1/4 plus half.
Yeah,
So
so-
I get to see tomorrow if it's going up within 1/4 inch increments or if it's doubling.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and drop my wild shape.
Okay.
And well, I already dropped it. Check that out. If it's the end of my
Yeah,
watch.
your watch is done, so you can pass off to.
Your turn, cowboy.
He goes over and slaps your feet off.
As he slaps it off, as they hit the... Can I, like, stand up?
Sure.
Okay, I do that because that's cool.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta get up so I can use my fucking bedroll.
Funny. I'm gonna pick up the
Or
chair.
did I not? I let you borrow it, remember?
You didn't.
Oh, are we on beds or something?
No, he just slept in the
He
chair
just
because
slept
he's
in the
vicious.
Oh, in the chair.
I'm
Fuck,
like
my bad. I
leaning
wasn't
back
listening.
in the chair, feet kicked up.
Yeah, I assumed I would have offered him my bedroll, but hey,
There
you're
are
in a
beds
chair.
here.
There are beds.
There are beds here. He's
Oh.
just bishop.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to a bed.
Hey,
I'm gonna slap his feet down and then go to a bed. My
Okay.
bad. I'm
Alright.
trying to be in this fucking groove, my man.
yeah, I guess.
You are awake.
Have I had a full rest yet?
Not yet. You're still currently at 1 HP.
Oh. I mean, I would see that, right?
Doesn't matter. He'll get his rest when Kandara goes, and that'll be his full rest.
Unless something major happens.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine.
So,
One in second.
roll a perception
Roll
check.
that everything there.
I'm gonna
Roll that
right
beautiful
now.
beat
I'm
footage.
gonna pick up the chair and move it to the front of the like the window.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna put it, kick back, have my feet on the window, so he'll just kind of look it up.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Oh my god. What is it? It looks small.
It's not about the size, it's how you use it. 18.
Oh, it looked like a
I like how everybody's like,
to me
No.
from here, it looked like it was a 3, and I'm like,
looking
what?
because I'm looking because you actually rolled a 15, and whenever you picked it up, it spun in your fingers before you set it back down again onto
Oh.
that 12. I mean, 18, sure, but I'm just saying.
I'll roll again. Y'all want me to?
18's fine.
Okay.
Sure. As you...
But you actually should have had more. You rolled better than what you
Yeah.
saw.
That I know, but
I'm
if he's offered to roll again, we'll take that lower roll. It's fine.
Okay.
Nothing's gonna happen.
Yeah. So, as you're looking out,
You feel like nothing's gonna happen.
There's just a thing outside the door.
You feel like you're on watch.
the ground begins to shake, crack, and rip open.
Oh,
A
God.
giant... Just kidding.
A giant dwarf.
A giant horn, 30 feet long, erupts from a turret. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
We're not
as
at
you're
that level yet.
as you're looking out the door and through the window, no, nothing. Everything seems to be a calm, peaceful fall morning. A little bit of chill. You can see your breath a little bit as you're breathing. You kind of watch the shadows as they're being cast by the early morning sunlight. You're like, every now and then you see them move, but you're like, oh, it's the wind's blowing the trees, and so you're okay. Everything's good. As you're looking out across, you can see a couple homes on the other side of the street as well, and you notice that in each one of those windows as well is arterial spray.
Can I? I'm just gonna go over and
Sure.
look.
Okay. So you go over to the first house and you.
Peek it. Oh.
Are you?
Oh yeah. No, I'm just peeking in.
Okay.
Bad cowboy.
All right. Yeah. So you go to the first window and you can see there's just a spray of blood up across it. So you kind of go to the other side and look through, and you can see a body laying kind of on its back, twisted awkwardly, arms splayed out. One looks to have been almost cleaved completely through.
Okay. I just kind of want to do that. A couple different houses.
As you go through, you see several different homes, very similar visages of bodies just mangled and destroyed by just these deep cuts and gashes.
They all look defensive.
Yeah. You even see some that look to be the homes of warriors with blades that are drawn that are laying dead. One
Blades are drawn?
You have one that has a. You don't know this. You're not here.
I know, I'm sorry. I don't know this.
There's one that has a cleave that goes right through the side of his face, all the way down to about the mid part of his chest. It's almost just like hanging open.
Yeah. I'm just gonna keep walking around until, like, keeping an ear and eye out for our house.
Yeah, you're just kind of walking, doing your routine of your watch. As you're walking around and looking, you actually see what looks like a one of the warriors looks like he was in battle, and it looked like he attempted to block something, and it took his own blade and embedded it almost through his whole shoulder. And inside of the sword itself is a deep groove cut into the
I
blade.
need access in, and she's like, well, there's no one there. that we may need to do a meeting if you need it, but he hasn't replied back.
Jesus.
And so that thing that
I mean-
we need to keep, not just you, but we
So, as you're doing that, you pass through and are making your way through the town, just kind of looking over these things, and home after home after home, men, women, children slaughtered. Some, it looks like they've been slashed through the back, like they were running, attempting to flee.
There's no evidence of what it could have been. So it's just pretty much a come and go massacre.
Yeah, it looks like the town was massacred.
Yeah, I guess I'll just start making my way back. So,
Okay. Make your way back to the house. You go and wake up Kendara. Her watch. Before her watch, I guess I should say.
Hey, time. Walked around a little bit. It looks weird. It looks real weird.
Weird how?
Same thing. Your house. Blood spray on the wall, on the windows. Seems like they all have defensive wounds. Some even has weapons drawn.
This makes no sense to me. Everyone was dead. Everyone was frozen. I don't understand how.
Are you sure they were dead?
Pretty sure. Thank you, cowboy. I'll take over now.
I'm gonna go lie in a bed. Because I noticed there's a bed.
Yeah, you're like, oh, there's a whole other section of this house I didn't even go in last time. Huh.
Cool. This part's not on fire.
Yeah, weird. So fire in here. You go find your bed and get some rest. At the end of that, you'll be back to full health.
Yeah.
Alright, Kendara. You begin your watch. You can make your perception checks. And then, like, you can do like he did. He kind of just wandered around while he's on his watch, if you wish.
And that one.
Okay.
Just start
Plus,
walking out of
what
the.
does it matter? Free.
Just walk out of the town.
I'm so distraught. I just leave. Fuck this shit. I can't handle it. Jerk.
Oh god.
Oh.
Roll me a d12.
Oh no. Another troll.
We don't get our long rest in until the end of her watch, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't.
One. If Wendy shows up, so help me.
A one?
A one.
Okay. You, as you're kind of sitting in the house looking through the window, you see kind of come skulking in from the trees this giant green troll. Picks up one of the bones, like it looks like a body of one person. He's like,
It's not even warm.
Does he see us?
are you stealthing? Are you hiding in the house?
I mean, I'm in the house. We haven't lit a fire. There is nothing.
Door's closed.
Door's closed.
So the troll kind of begins walking through the city, or through the village. It's kind of got the one body, he's kind of dragging it along behind him, like an entrail spilling out on the road. Kind of dark and blackened from the rot. So, looks a few hours. Just keeps walking out of the town. Doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Keep going the way we were going.
Fucking mouth noise. So gross. Dalen was about to wake up. No, fuck that
At one
shit.
point, you see like the intestines hangs like
God,
Stop it.
a big old sausage string.
Nice.
I mean, that's fine with me. The visual's cool.
Yeah.
The noise. Just, no.
Anyways, so about 30, 45 minutes passed since the trolls left. Seems to have just wandered in, got some food, and wandered off.
Okay. I guess for myself, I'm going to go and look at the bodies. Investigate as well.
Sure.
I don't. Why'd you roll on that?
Roll an investigation check.
You don't remember it? I don't know. What I'm saying, I don't know if there's more to see.
Oh.
If I roll higher, I'm just trying. Cocked.
Oh yeah, it was an 18 because somebody accused me of changing my dice rolls.
You did change it for the worse.
If you're gonna cheat, do it right. It was a 17, so I guess it doesn't matter.
So as you walk around to, you walk
It was like
house to
this,
house.
and picked it up, and it moved to the 12 when you said
Oh,
it.
really?
Like, I watched it roll. I was like,
You walk house to house. First house you walk to,
it's not like you
you
went
know.
20. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah.
you walk house to house.
Walked house to house.
First door you open, it's this family that you remember. The woman actually worked in the temple. She was one who was in charge of tending to the incense. She's nearly cleaved in half, like right from shoulder to nearly pelvic bone. Her small son, his head has been taken completely off. The husband as well bears many deep gashes and cuts. His inside spilled open. You move to the next home.
But their bodies have moved.
They seem to be right where you remember them being. You go to the next home. It was one of the warriors. Sword drawn.
Well, sword is drawn and he did move.
No, he's still laying where you remember him laying, but you don't remember a sword ever being drawn. Gashes deep, deep in his. One arm is nearly cleaved completely off. As you walk out the street and begin walking down towards the temple, you see another warrior who looked like he attempted to fight. His sword actually looks like it had been embedded into his own shoulder, almost down to his mid-sternum, with a giant groove in the sword from wherever he blocked whatever blow he was attempting to block, and it caved in on him, killing him. There are women and children in the street with gashes and slashes across their back, as if they look like they're running for their lives, all cut down.
Everyone that was in the same place they were. Just a small. Oh my god.
You spend the rest of the time walking around home to home. It looks the same and so different all at once.
After my watch, or at the tail end of my watch, I want to go into, actually, well, no, that'd probably mess up. I probably can't do that. Can I hunt for something?
What would
Will that mess up my perception?
you
roll?
already had your long rest. You're already done with your long rest, so you can do whatever you'd like.
I just want to hunt, like, whatever, rabbit, deer, something.
Okay. Make a survival check.
That will be 12.
Okay. It takes you a little while. the troll seems to have scared off anything that, as you're kind of looking, you kind of look around for about an hour. You can't really find anything. The troll seems to have scared off whatever small game might have been in the area.
Okay. I go back to our cabin, my old cabin. In the hearth, I'm gonna build a fire.
Okay.
Try to scrounge up something breakfasty
Okay.
with the rations that I do have.
Okay.
I'm basically making breakfast for them.
Okay. Roll another survival check. For cooking, basically.
I need like a flat thing. Sorry guys, it was horrible.
What is it?
Dungeons box. So good.
It's a 6.
Okay. Cool. So eventually you guys awaken to the smell of what smells like burning toast.
Okay.
Stroke.
I'm sorry. As like I sat down and on the table. It's been a long time since I've cooked like this. But I wanted to thank you for the kindness. Oh, thanks. You showed my family yesterday. I'm going to the temple while y'all pack up.
Like smell?
In the temple? No.
No? Okay.
Okay.
I don't think that'd be our place.
As you walk out the door and make your way to the temple, as you walk in, you see the white raven lying on the floor at the front of the temple. Both arms severed, and her head severed as well. She's laying face down. In one hand, you see the ritual bowl that was used for preparing some offerings to Nezroth, and the other, the small clan talisman that has the feathers of the white raven on it.
I take both of those.
Okay.
And I want to go about setting up the ritual to prepare to communicate with my god.
Okay.
And that's when can I do that by myself?
Yeah. Sure. You want to
Sorry,
step out to
guys.
the garage for a second?
Yeah.
Roll a religion check with advantage.
That's great, right? $13.
Okay. What do you wish to say? Or what do you?
I'm pissed.
Okay.
I want to know what has happened to my family. You promised me that I would have, that you would protect them, that protect my village, that I would have retribution, that I would be able to bring my tribe back. They were not protected. They are not how I left them.
A moment passes. And then another. It's almost been 5 minutes of you just sitting in silence, staring angrily into the bowl before you hear the familiar voice this time. The last time when you communed with him, he sounded different. Something seemed off when he told you about the
Alhoon, or
the
whatever,
Calbane,
Calbane.
about Calbanes. He seemed different. It didn't seem like what you were used to from Draith. This time, the smooth voice comes across. My child, nothing has changed. You will still be able to bring them back.
Their bodies are decimated. They were not protected.
You are still living in the mortal world, dear. I do not reside there. I do not require or need the needs of mortals. Their bodies are of no concern. If they were to turn to ash and dust, you would still raise them. You would still have your revenge. Or do you think I am? Some lowly cleric or wizard? Dear,
I think you're a god who should have kept his word to me.
I have kept my word. They will be brought back when you have done what you have promised. When that is done, you and your family will be together again.
Why are they different? Who came after them?
I don't know. I have not been watching the cemetery that is here. Why would we? Nezroff didn't, so why should we watch it? You and I have other things to attend to. I have been watching over you. Watching your progress.
And I'm doing as I promised.
And you were doing well, and I've been watching you. Would you have rather me watch this graveyard? For vessels we do not need? Are you mad that someone desecrated this place?
Yes.
Would you rather they have been preserved, but not raised?
I would have rather what I thought our agreement was to happen,
It's not my fault for your misunderstanding.
obviously.
But do as you've promised. Keep doing the good work you are doing. And they will be raised. You will be reunited. And I will provide for you as a, let's call it, an atonement for my lapse in taking care of what you believe our agreement was. I will give you the means to settle the score with Nezroff.
What do you mean?
Not all gods are immortal. What if you were given a means to kill her? Would this please you?
Yes.
And perhaps, if you do a good job, and in, like I said, an atonement for the desecration of this place, I will provide you with one such means. Does this atone for my shortcoming in your eyes?
Giving me the means to extract my revenge, I believe, serves you as well. But whatever.
Well, is that not what we're doing here? We formed a partnership, was it not? You were serving me, and I am serving you. We are much friendlier, you and I, than Nezroff ever was. You never spoke to her like this. You never had such direct communion with that feeble god. We formed a partnership, you and I would hate to think you thought I welched on our bargain.
What is this way to kill Nezra?
All in due time, my dear. I will give you that when you gather the artifacts. That was far down the road. Why would
Can you give me the name of who did this to my village?
I have no knowledge yet, but I can look into it if you wish. I have many people all around the world. I shall have them begin looking for you.
I'm done.
Okay. Farewell, my child, and good luck. Your companions, I hope they are up to the task.
We shall see.
And the ritual
Goes out.
fades out. Okay.
So what I want to do,
Mm-hmm.
of course, my family's buried.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone else, I'm just going to, of course, wait till they come out and I'll let them know.
We'll go get them.
But, no, I mean like out of the house. I'm not going to burn them in the house.
Yeah.
But I'm just going to take a torch
Mm-hmm.
and just light the village and allow the bodies to be burned, the village to be burned, so that way nothing like this can happen again.
Okay.
It cannot be. Just
Sure. Okay.
Oh my god! No more garage secrets.
no more garage secret.
Are you gonna?
I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't on top of him at all.
I'll just kind of NPC you while you go leave them wander in the mountains for a while.
Okay.
Will you hand me a water there, Johnson?
Did some crazy shit happen?
Sweet Johnson.
Because I am excited.
So, Kendara comes and beckons you out of the home and basically says that she plans to burn the entire village down now at this point to basically prevent any more sort of desecration to the village.
Okay.
So she's going to go home by home and basically light it on fire and take whatever bodies are in the street and burn them as well. Funeral pyre-esque, but just very makeshift and quickly.
Would you like any help?
She would accept that, yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any spells for it right now, but I can go around with a torch and try to light some shit up.
Yeah, let's start helping.
Tinderbox and torch.
Okay. Yeah, cool. So y'all spend the better part of about 45 minutes to an hour kind of setting everything up, getting the bodies positioned the way they need to be, lighting the fires, and burning setting fire to the village and burning all the homes and the bodies and everything, helping Kendara get all of that done.
Which I want to ask her while we're doing this, or even before, depending on timeline-wise. Are you back on good terms with your god then?
I am as good as... My relationship is benefiting me right now. It's still shaky ground.
You don't have to explain anything you don't want to. It's not my business, not my god.
I'm gonna ask one question though. That's okay. Did you ever find out what did all this?
They're looking into it. No, they don't know.
Okay.
Who's they?
My God.
Your god's a they? I'm sorry.
No. The
I don't-
person.
I'm not understanding.
My God is looking into it.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay.
Goodness, for
I'm
to
s-
get an English
don't-
major.
We don't use pronouns for village. I don't know. We just say this furbolg, that furbolg. We're all furbolgs.
I see.
It identifies as a they.
Okay. Alright. Well, if there's something you might want to tell us, just know that you don't need to keep secrets among friends.
Friends, is that what we are for, Bog?
I'd like to think we are.
And I'm gonna walk off and just while I'm burning crap,
Mm-hmm.
be very distant. And
Okay.
she's obviously mourning.
Okay. So, like I said, just spent the better part of about an hour helping her to burn homes and bodies as you go, before eventually the whole town is engulfed in flames.
Okay.
You guys.
Oh, we need to be careful. There is a troll around here somewhere.
I'm sorry, a fucking troll?
Sorry. Yes.
I And
He
we
did
just-
not seem to notice us, and he walked on.
I guess we can keep a lookout.
Been nice to know earlier, but you know,
Listen,
Yeah, we
I'm
gotta be
very.
He wasn't around.
now we've got a giant signal saying something's over.
They hate
Yeah.
fire.
That's true.
They won't come this way.
Okay.
Haven't you been paying attention, cowboy? Alright. So we move on to the Yeti.
Sure. You guys begin following Kandara as she leads you north from her village, climbing even further up the mountain. The temperatures here are cold, getting colder and colder as it goes. Snow covering the ground. You eventually come up to basically a valley between two peaks of these mountaintops as you travel for about 3.5 hours, trudging through snow and ice. It's been very hard going. But you're basically in this giant valley now in between these two peaks of the mountains. And as you look down, this valley extends for, it looks miles, almost in between the Icewall Mountains. Almost like that two peaks. And you, Kandar, being here, would know that from where y'all are currently, the left side is the border of Adamant, and the right side is the border to basically the realm of the Vampire Duchess. And currently, with y'all taking y'all's long rest during the day and everything, it's yet again in traveling. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon at this point, so sun's still pretty bright in the sky. And then as you look to your right, it is pitch black as night to your right at the mountain peaks going across. It looks like it is the dead of night.
You know, Furbog, I bet we could find the dust of a vampire over those mountains. And maybe after we get this Yeti, it might be beneficial to go slay a vampire.
Hey, if it has to do with that potion, then I'm definitely willing to go after it. You said there's vampires over there. Is that why it's all dark?
Yes, they've injected.
You would also know that this valley is neutral ground.
I also know this valley is neutral ground.
It's
There might be a vampire out tonight if we get lucky.
Sometimes they do hunt this valley. You've lost people from your tribe to them.
Aye, we can only hope.
So, you guys.
Can I, as we're following her then, can I look for any signs of vampires, blueprints or whatever, any sort of sign at all?
Yes.
I heard blueprints.
Yeah, blueprints
Oh,
of
we need some
vampires.
vampire blueprints?
Yeah.
Do you have them?
What would you like me to roll for that?
I think that's probably just still perception at this point.
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be a 19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Currently, you don't see any signs of really any life really right now in this valley. The snow itself is just clean, pristine, white. The valley itself is about 200 yards wide before it hits a few kind of evergreen little small forest that kind of goes until it hits the tree line, and then it's just the jagged rock peaks of the Icewall Mountains beyond that. Air's kind of thin here. You're probably between 10 and 11,000 feet above sea level, roughly, at this point. The peaks probably go up between 13 and 14,000 feet.
All right.
So you guys are going to go. Do you want to go straight down the valley? Are you going to go through the trees? How are y'all proceeding once y'all hit this valley?
You're the one that knows the area.
Well, where will the Yeti normally see that?
They're still a ways away.
Oh.
They're probably another day or travel from.
Well, then let's go where the vampires might be.
Okay,
Is
so
it
Right?
day? 4 in the afternoon.
I don't know. If
I
it's
mean-
shadowy.
it's not
We're
much-
gonna be walking at night here in a bit anyway.
No.
It's not what?
Yeah, I would say it's
Hey.
not long till dark.
Don't get me wrong. If we can catch one of those blood-sucking fuckers on the way there, that'd be all the better for me.
Okay. So, are you going to basically the right tree line? Or are you going to? Okay. All right. Well, as you go off and veer your way out of the valley into the right side of the trees, you're gonna make your way through.
Real quick, before we run into a vampire, which hopefully we do, I would know how to kill a vampire in this world, right? I would think so. We were neighboring them.
Yeah, I mean,
I want to make sure we get the lore right. Is it like fire only? You have to chop their head off only? Is it a stake in the heart?
Stake to the heart, right? That's what I always heard growing up.
so the tricky part about permanently killing a vampire is you do have to stake them in the heart
Okay.
while they are sleeping in their coffin.
Oh, so to get dust, we would have to do that? Or can we get dust off to not doing that?
What if we
Or
knock
if
them
they
out,
are
put
killed
them in a
by
coffin?
sunlight. Sunlight also would turn them to dust.
Oh, well that's very convenient.
Just sunlight.
Okay.
Like kill them, then
I'm
just
sorry.
throw their
I'm,
body in a
I'm not
sunlight.
asking. It's not my place.
However you get them exposed to sunlight, yeah, that would be...
I just don't want troll issue 2.0
Yeah.
to happen. And I would know
And also,
how to
when
kill it.
Bishop,
Yeah.
he's traveled a lot.
Yeah.
He would know. Okay.
You would also have... I'll tell you what. Both y'all roll history checks with advantage for where y'all are
I
from.
don't want to roll for it.
I'll give you all a little bit. I'll give you...
21.
Okay.
I bet he would be better than me. 15.
Okay. So that's what you basically do. You know, stake them. Supposedly sunlight is possible. Bishop, you've actually seen a vampire killed.
Oh, look at you, Bishop. You know
Damn
things.
places. I know
Done things.
So you know
You said
that...
it's not wrong, I don't know.
That's why we keep you around.
You know that if it is killed outside of its resting place, it will actually turn to a mist and begin trying to escape returning to its resting place, which is, if they can't make it back within a couple of hours though, they will expire and turn to dust.
Okay.
So as we're walking, so here's how I think if we come upon a vampire, we do this. We take the vampire, we capture it or knock it out, tie it up, and then hold on to the body until sunlight. And then we drag it to the sunlight and it'll turn to dust. Because the coffin, it would be much harder to go and find its coffin and kill it that way. And then we're going into territory. I think it would just be easier to kill it with sunlight.
No.
I
Just easily rid of.
I knew of some druids that could harness the power. Personally, I cannot. But
We'll just wait for dawn.
have you said anything about?
Oh, I was gonna let her talk and then.
So I could potentially hold him in place for a bit, for us to tie him down or something of that matter.
Because you don't want to kill them, because as soon as you do, without being in their resting place or without sunlight, they're just gonna turn into mist, weird shit.
Yes.
They just try to get away and go to wherever the fuck they came from, and they start.
So I say sunlight.
Really?
Yes?
It seems right to me. If they do turn to mist, I mean, I can't do it today, But if we happen to see one tomorrow night, I could do a little bit with some wind, keep them in place.
Yeah.
Do you know how long it takes them being mist to expire? Do I have to wait for the mist to hit the sunlight?
Oh yeah. It takes a few days for the
No.
or a couple hours for the.
If they're, you would know.
I would know. I know this.
Can we just pretend that
Okay.
he said?
So
what-
Bishop tells you, I'm gonna help you out here,
Thanks.
that if you killed them outside of their resting place, they will turn to mist and have 2 hours basically to get back to their resting place, or they will die and turn to dust. But if they turn to mist and are exposed to sunlight while in mist form, they will turn to dust.
So either way, we need to get them to sunlight. Basically.
So might as well just. Sounds like it'd be easier to capture one instead of just fight it. Just shove them.
Someone like
Just
Okay.
like behind trees.
Is daylight sunshine?
Is
Oh, yeah, I
there-
got tomorrow. I can do a bit of sunshine. I was not aware that I was able to.
Oh. Well, you'll be very, very powerful against them. Let's go hunt
I
us a vampire.
do what we can. In the meantime, shall we continue?
Are we taking a detour from the Yetis? Or is
No,
it
y'all are
No, from
still-
what I
going
understand,
the
we're
same
Y'all
way?
are
going
heading
that
in
way.
the direction,
We're
but y'all are
just
just moving along the border now of the.
hoping
Okay.
to run into one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming y'all are not moving stealthily.
No.
Okay. Alright. So you guys travel for a couple more hours. It's finally sundown. Sun begins going down. It's getting cold. The wind is howling. There's a bit of snow beginning to fall. It's hard to see. You kind of begin trudging your way through the trees. Just it's a miserable journey at this point for everybody except for you, Kendar. You're pretty used to this at this point. Dylan, surprisingly not as bad for you. You don't feel as cold.
You having a hard time there, cowboy?
How you doing back there?
I'm making it.
Okay.
Do I have a blanket or something? I
You
would
wanna go in your
assume.
bed?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give him my bedroll because that's not gonna help right now.
I even have my duster on.
You do have
Yeah.
this one. It's just real cold.
It's
You're in
There.
the Arctic,
Oh.
like
There.
We're like on
Go ahead and
Mount
use this
Everest.
to
Yeah.
keep yourself warm.
you're like up on Everest right now in a duster.
You're a huge. You're a huge.
Y'all planned real well
Oh,
for this
yeah.
venture.
Yeah. Okay. That's a furble blanket. Go ahead and double that up.
Hey, look back at just your little head.
Yeah. It helps. I'm gonna need.
Should we stop and, like in the early morning, build a fire? Like, I don't know.
Sure.
Like,
As
what are
y'all,
you wanting us to
as
do,
y'all have been
Greg?
traveling, it's about 9, 10 o'clock at night. I need everyone, though, to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, Constitution.
You two with advantage, and you two just straight roll.
Even with the blanket.
12.
The blanket's helping. So far, you're okay.
Double 17s.
You're good.
Plus. Okay.
19.
Yeah, you're fine. So, it's cold, but y'all are hanging in there. It's just real cold. I mean, you're just barely hanging in there, but it's pretty cold. So, you guys travel for a few more hours. It's a little after midnight at this point. Wind is howling. You hear crunch of a branch inches of snow.
I'm going to put up my divine sense.
Okay.
And so 60 feet, and I can basically just tell any celestial fiend, undead, and detect good and evil.
Okay.
I don't know its location.
All right. You do detect right at the edge of that 60 feet for just a second. Evil fiend, and then it seems to have disappeared off that.
Can I go towards it?
You don't. Do you know the exact direction of it?
It says, it says, you can sense anything affected by the spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend under it. I only know those three.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you can head towards it.
There may be a vampire. Do you want to go?
You seem so excited.
I like checking off lists.
Can you tell if it's like, is it coming towards us?
No, it's going away.
It's going away. Do we want to stealth? Try to surprise it.
We can try.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
So go ahead and add 10 to your stealth check.
Oh, all of us?
Yeah. I'm down to go check it out. Hmm.
18
That's with plus 10.
with plus 10 and with plus 7.
Oh, you got a nat 1?
Okay.
Me
Cool.
too.
Oh. Hey, I got a 2! Seriously? We suck.
It's sort of like, hey, vampires this way! Start running.
Dear God!
That'll be a 13 for me.
Mine's a 15.
Yeah.
Dear God.
Cool.
It's so hard to be sneaky and, it's...
Which way did it fucking go?
I mean, you'll feel stealthy-ish.
We don't.
No.
Don't even lie. We know we aren't.
I mean, the Pass Without a Trace helps you to feel more stealthy than you would have had you not cast it.
Oh.
Worst.
Whoa.
Right?
That's the worst ever.
That is.
1-1-2.
A veil
Yes.
of shadows and silence radiates from us.
You aren't leaving any tracks in the snow.
Yeah, that's
good.
cool.
Like as you're running through this, going just making all the noise in the world. It's slightly dampened. Every time you pull your foot out, it leaves just a perfect, smooth, pristine. patch of
The
snow.
wind will cover us. It's okay. The wind is out.
Surely y'all will be fine. All right.
The wind-
As you begin
Oh my
chasing
God,
after this thing in the direction of it,
Watch it let me be a fucking vampire.
you're not really picking up any
Oh.
presence of it currently. So it's either moved beyond your range and is still currently moving away from y'all.
It's too fast.
Well,
We missed it.
it was worth a shot.
So let's continue.
What if we bait it out?
What?
Bait it.
Hey! Good meal over here?
Cowboy.
Okay. So you guys.
Someone shout out.
We're gonna keep.
And I want to look for a minute.
Okay.
Just
Sure.
see if I can tell.
Make a perception check.
16.
Don't see anything.
Huh.
Snow
Weird.
blowing, trees waving in the wind. Y'all's footprintless steps behind you. This pristine snow. It's so weird. Like there's a big patch of footprints, and all of a sudden nothing.
Place will be harder to find this way. How does that last?
I think it's like an hour or so.
Yeah, it lasts for a fucking while.
So you guys begin.
How do we know we've gone?
Yeah,
Now
up to
we're
an
in a
hour.
circle.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep it going for an hour.
All right, cool. So you guys
Yeah.
begin making your way, wrapped in the shadows, cloaked in the veil of night, for another hour.
Bring us warmth.
No, surprisingly not. For about another hour. Puts us a little after 1 a.m. Your spell finally fades. You start making footprints again. Y'all are loud again. Traveling on for another hour. It's 2, an hour 3 in the morning. Making another Constitution saving throw. But y'all still with advantage. You're still just
20.
still good.
18.
Good.
21.
Good. Furlough
Where was
blankets
that
keeping
when
you
we
warm.
were stealthy?
So, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. The moon has kind of come out at this point. It's a bright full moon.
You say it's about 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming dawn is about 4, judging by how it's been the last few days.
Dawn is about 7, so about 4
7
hours. From
4
where you're
hours.
at, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So,
Go ahead and camp now. That gives you time to prep for.
Well, it's 3 a.m. 7. It's 4 hours. If that's the case. We could, honestly. 4 hours would be about the end of my watch. Right around dawn. I could take care of my curse issue and from there take a rest.
Yeah. Sounds good.
What do you think? You know this area better than any of us.
I say we need to rest.
I do enjoy some rest. So we're in a valley, right?
y'all are in a valley, and then off to the side, on both kind of sides, is like a small little strip of evergreen trees that kind of is a small little forest.
Okay.
It's not super dense, but that's where y'all have been walking through. Y'all are on the side of the Vampire Duchesses as well, so y'all are kind of trying to draw attention a little bit over there, but yeah.
Alright. Should we build a fire? You look kind of cold.
I
Oh.
say we do.
Love that.
Alright. I'm gonna start foraging for any dead
Survival
leaves. Dead leaves, trees. You said evergreens.
It's
pine,
evergreen, yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, sure, pine.
Any
Pine cones,
dried out
all that
pines,
stuff. Yeah, sure.
anything. And I especially want to find the closed up pine cones that haven't opened yet, so I can throw them in the fire and they explode.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm so good at this.
Our druid.
It'll be a 16.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Okay.
Go around, pick up some pine cones. You find 2 that haven't opened yet. Pick up some. You actually find a pine tree that looks like it's had some sort of disease to it. It's kind of old and yellowed, and it's dried. It's dead, basically. You break off some of the limbs of that and drag them back to begin making a fire. You get a fire going relatively easily. You set your camp up. Taking first watch is you.
Hi.
Okay. You guys going to bed? All right. Perception check with disadvantage.
Would it be disadvantaged with the fire?
You're looking into darkness.
Hi. That one was cocked. Oh, and I rolled even worse. That's awesome. Okay, that'll be 8.
Cool. Nothing to see here. I mean, everything seems to be A-okay.
All of it, alright. Oh, that's not so bad.
Your
Sword helped me out.
Does our tent have? Does our tents have like a ground?
It's tense.
just have like those little, like little A-frame tents that just kind of like roll out their canvas.
No tense.
Anyways, as you're on your watch, you hear the call of a wolf
Some
in the
of us have
distance.
doubled.
It's supposed to have tense.
It's in your gear.
No, it's not.
I mean, it's part of your
What occasionally sounds like the roll of thunder from way off in the distance.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry.
Other than that, your watch seems to be passing without any sort of incident, and the sun is about to be coming up.
Okay. So I'm gonna do my ritual. Cast. What is it? Resistance. I'm gonna have to remember that for next time. And since we are out in the open, I would like to wild shape into. Where did it go? Hold on 1 second. I gotta find it, just so I know I don't mispronounce it. A Hungarask.
Okay. What is a Hungarask?
It's like a giant snail.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you like me to roll to see? Because I'm assuming I would have read of it somewhere, because it is not.
Just to make
Yeah.
make a wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
Okay, it's a druid thing.
It's been it before.
It would be a 16.
And covered everything in slime.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Was
like
that during stream?
I don't know if that was
It
druid.
was.
Or
It was
pre-stream.
whenever we got the vault.
Because I was using it.
Oh, that's right. You
For
turned into it to
Albert
pull the
and-
vault. Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So
okay,
yeah,
so
you were
yeah,
saying. So
yeah,
yeah, you're
And I
fine.
got covered in slime. I remember
That's
this
right.
very vividly.
Okay.
I remember being one.
Your shape shifts into this huge snail.
Hi.
Really, really cold now as a snail.
I still have resistance.
You do have resistance, but it's just real cold. Anyways, make a Constitution saving throw.
That's what snails sound like, I'm assuming. Okay.
Make it smell.
That'll be a natural 20.
Okay.
Nice.
Plus 1, plus 2, so 23 total.
Okay.
Need the calculator there.
Sorry. 59 points of necrotic damage. Halved.
Was that... That was almost full. No, because it was...
Because he added one.
It's getting more each time.
Yeah.
Alright, you said 50...
How long is it?
59.
Half?
I was like,
Halved.
20...
27,
28?
28.
28.
29. 29 points of damage. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I am still a snail.
Okay.
Okay. So, we didn't discuss who's going second. So,
Whenever you wake up.
so I'm gonna assume it was Bishop since he really likes to go second, and I just want to
Over him.
over him.
Okay. Awesome. Great. So, as the
No one-
giant snail just goes over your tent, covering you in this gross, viscous slime, you're awakened for your watch.
Am I?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop Wild Shape home and say, "Hi, there's a fire over there if you want to be warm."
Oh, that's cool.
Super cold, by the way, now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
I'm gonna lay out my bedroll.
At disadvantage because you're cold and wet.
Sorry.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
6.
You take a point of exhaustion.
Oh.
It's alright, you still got half your rest.
Yeah.
Would that take away his point?
It'll go away after this. But you have a point of exhaustion for right now. Which means all checks have disadvantage on them until that goes away. So make me a perception check.
I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation right quick.
Yeah. So now you
Clean
are
me up.
you're clean and dry.
I'm gonna clean all my stuff up.
Sure. Cleaned it all up and dry. Kind of go snuggle in next to the fire for a little bit. Kind of start warming up. Make a perception check at disadvantage, sir.
Disadvantage.
You have exhaustion.
Oh, fuck.
Because I hate you or your character. I'm just playing my character.
12.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay. Hey, roll me a d12.
Oh dear God.
Come on, 2.
When he shows up, dear God, I swear, I will.
Better win you than a troll.
She brought a troll last time.
No, she was there.
She's being
I
chased
know.
by
And then I
And then-
saw her.
And then she got chased
And
by a
then
troll
she
and
was
she
chased
came
by a
back to
troll.
our
Yeah.
thing. She
What is
brought
your
it
passive
to us.
perception?
Oh God. Lie.
16.
Oh yeah, he's really smart. That's okay.
How wise.
I'm wise. You're smart and wise?
A bit of both.
Oh. Wish I had my shirt on right now.
You're very dexterous and charismatic.
Yes. Good shit. Bishop.
Oh, that's right. We were like, Craig rolled for you. That's right. What's your weak stat? Strength?
Strength.
It's like the Mick opposite.
Yeah. Except
I don't think that's gonna matter.
Craig's just fucking chuckling to himself. What the fuck?
Nothing. Nothing.
While y'all were talking, I looked up. He's like,
Oh my god.
he's warming up his dice rolling.
It's not
I
probably
was ready to kill fucking Bishop. What the
No,
heck?
no.
Oh my god.
So does a 15 hit you?
No.
Okay, cool. So you watch as this weird humanoid-like creature with these pock-marked like boils all over this goat-shaped head
What the fuck?
comes diving out of the shadows towards you. And like just claws rending towards you and miss the first time. I'm gonna assume that a 23 probably hits though.
Yeah.
Okay. As you take 10 points of slashing damage from the second set of claws coming back. As it's kind of
So many.
and it's not. It doesn't stand up like a man. Like the body of it looks humanoid, sleek, gray skin to it, with this long, thin, bony kind of tail. This goat-like head and these giant pocks, like pus, like
It's
filled
like
pockets all over
We're
it.
the most obscure monsters in
Trolls
the
with fire, pockmarked shit. Like, what is
Pockmarked
going
goats.
on?
I'm gonna yell up and at him.
Yeah.
Sure.
Damn it.
What it?
And then go ahead and roll this.
Hey, am I at a long rest with this or no?
Who was the first one?
He was. So I would technically be a long rest at the end of his watch.
At the end of his watch, you would not be at a long rest yet then.
Okie dokie.
11.
Thanks, Bishop.
Would I have
My
gotten a short rest for my wild shapes back or no?
Yeah, you would have had your wild shapes
Okay.
back.
Thanks, Bishop.
Yeah, because I rolled dice.
After.
So
Oh my god.
died.
What? Does slime not agree with you?
So I'm guessing we're doing
So give me initiatives then. for
Yeah.
everybody.
11.
Alright.
oh, a 14.
9.
A beat somebody. Nice. Sorry. He doesn't have
I'm gonna start just rolling for Bucky. So he, anyone knows.
Two. Roll for
No, never
Bucky?
mind. No,
He's
we're
not gonna
fine.
go on mine?
No, he's fine. We're good.
Okay.
All right. This creature is up first. as it looks to you, Bishop, its dark black square-shaped pupils locking eyes with yours. It's a goat. It's a goat or sheep. Either one. Some one of them has square-shaped pupils. Yeah.
How do you know that?
This
Greg?
isn't Minecraft.
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
What is going on?
Oh my god, I gotta look this up. 14. And that's with a +7.
You begin just to feel this maddening confusion in your head, like, why are they square? All these circles make a square. All these circles make a square. All these circles, and then you shake it off and you're fine.
Okay, cool.
And then,
They are rectangular pupils.
yeah,
Why do you know that?
I don't know.
How do you?
Oh my god.
You're like the most Okay, we'll talk about this later.
And then it's just gonna charge at you. I go, tongue like
Oh my
hanging out.
gosh!
It's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's terrifying.
That's 6 points of slashing damage.
That is so
And
terrifying.
then 13 to hit.
No.
Okay.
Where I grew up, there was this thing about there's a goat man that or
Kendara, you're up.
goat man, and like it was like this thing almost. So, and I was so scared of it when I was little.
I bet.
Oh,
God damn.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to charge it and attack,
My uncle would tell me there was a.
and I'm gonna be raging because that's really scary and I don't like it.
Okay.
You just running up to it.
Can I run? Oh, I can't slide behind it. Can
Yeah, you can. Once you get into melee with it, you can move around it.
Oh,
in its
well, cool.
space without
I? Well, then
taking-
I'm gonna flank it and I'm
Sure.
going to hit it really hard.
Go for it.
Just so hard.
Apparently not that hard. 12.
12 to hit.
Yeah.
Just hits.
Oh.
What?
Just hits.
9 points of damage.
Okay.
Bucky! And I yell for Bucky.
Okay. So as you run around behind it and just slash into it, as you hit it, it's like hitting stone. It's hard and sturdy. A small trickle of blood begins to pour. That's all from where you hit it.
Oh my god.
Go for it, Bucky.
Bucky's gonna. And does he count? No, he doesn't. I'm not flanked, so it doesn't count. Which I re-rolled for me just to make sure I didn't crit. That's what that roll was.
Gotcha.
Because I didn't roll for the advantage. Alright, 18.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a total of 9 points of damage for biting.
How much?
9 for bite.
Okay.
Is slide around and hit with his tail.
As Bucky bites into the leg of it, you can see his teeth barely sinking in a little bit, pulling up the blood.
Oh, Bucky. 16 for his tail.
Hits.
And that will be 5 points of damage.
Okay. All right. That will be Bishop next. As like Kendara hits it, eyes never break contact with you. Bucky slams into the back of it, doesn't even like move forward. He just goes, "Wah!"
The whole time! Ah!
I guess I
I don't like it.
fucking.
I don't like it.
I, like, put my hand out, sword appears.
Go for it.
Does fucking 10 hit.
No.
Fucking 10.
The sword appears, and like as it's appearing, it like hits it in the sternum, and that pushes your hand back.
And I'm gonna punch.
Go for it.
18.
Hits.
Punch that stupid mouth.
That's goat face.
6.
Okay. As you punch him right in his stupid goat face, just boom, right in his goat jaw. You hit one of those pustules, and it just explodes.
Oh.
And it's just like running off his chin, dripping down.
Gross. This is so gross.
Dalen, you're up.
I mean, I'm
Kill it.
still in my tent, so luckily I didn't see that. I'm gonna move out of the tent and can I make any sort of
Turn into a female
nature
goat.
check, investigation check as to what this is, what's going on here?
Sure.
Because I don't know. Like I'm assuming fawn, goat man, fawn. I don't know if I would know that as name. I don't know.
Sure. Make a nature arcana check. You have your choice to determine if you know what this is.
Okay. Okay. Be a 15.
Doesn't seem like a fawn.
Mm-hmm.
Seems awful. Just
It fucking does. So I'm gonna take out Ice Dragon's Fang.
sure.
Go up and I want to flank it with Bucky.
Okay.
And make the attack.
Go for it. He's in a world of hurt with everything else around him.
That'll be
You
a
think
19
Hits,
plus
yeah.
something. Okay. That'll be 15 points of slashing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Does it take cold?
Damn.
It does take cold damage.
Okay. And 3 points of cold.
Okay.
Not so
Still.
much.
Not
Takes
as
it.
much cold.
As you
Dang!
As you
Okay.
take Ice Dragon's Fang and slice into it, it does make a nice gash right across the back of it from where you're at. And the ice spreading the wound just a little bit more. Brings us
That
back
was
to its
fucking
turn.
cool.
He's going to step out, so you all get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So he's gonna step out
There's
right
the
there.
Do
thing.
we, since he was flanked the whole time, do we get advantage on that attack of opportunity? Or how does that work? I've never
Yeah,
actually seen
sure.
somebody do that.
Yeah, I'll give you all advantage on it.
Okay.
Oh.
Nice. Well, either way. 24?
Hits. Yeah.
25.
26.
Did I
Hits.
do math? It was hard. Oh, and Bucky?
Okay.
Bucky gets a 19.
All of y'all hit.
You shouldn't have that here.
Oh, God.
6.
I do 10.
Okay.
And Bucky oh, damn, Bucky. Bucky does 12.
Okay.
Do 14 slashing with 8 cold.
That was a...
As he like goes,
Right.
and jumps out of the way, y'all just like everybody just like catches a piece of it, ripping a piece of flesh out of his leg a little bit, like where the furry goat part is. That there's a little bit of there, and it's all like sleek man flesh up here. He kind of turns to y'all and goes, and y'all see one of those big pustules in his mouth just rupture and spray out, covering all of you.
No,
You're
Craig,
just covered.
no.
Make a Constitution
Oh.
saving throw. Disadvantage because you're exhausted.
Disadvantage because that was disgusting.
It's not spell or magical.
No, it
it's
is
straight
not.
disease.
It is straight
Okay.
gross.
Just straight gross.
Natural 1.
Oh!
Plus,
Yeah.
that doesn't matter what plus.
Con save 14.
Okay.
So 3.
12.
All of y'all are poisoned for the
Wait,
next 3 hours.
Wait.
Unless you're immune to poison.
Unless you're immune to poison. I think I am.
You probably are, because you're paladin.
What does poison mean? Disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yep.
So if I take a long rest, it won't be poisoned.
Wouldn't it be in your defenses?
Yeah. I think yours were
it's showing
that
mine.
special thing.
What level
It'll be
paladin are you?
abilities?
That's up to the top there, Amber. There'll be some green
Oh.
resistances.
There it is.
Defenses.
Immunity to disease.
Nah, this is not a disease, so you're
different.
poisoned
Poison.
for the next
Damn it.
3 hours.
Because you can be diseased.
As it kind of looks at all
No,
y'all
you
after it
can't.
does that, it's like tongue kind of hanging out the side, eyes kind of bleary, and it's going to turn and begin to flee.
They get all the way out there.
Yeah. movement speed 50. I don't know
Who's
if I'll
next?
Move it full 50. When I move 50, I was like right here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 45, 50. There we go. Right there. Kendara, you're up.
I want to throw a javelin at it.
Okay.
Disgusting. Okay. Shit. 10. That's
Misses.
a hit.
Throws it and just slices another one of those pustules on the side of it against oozing out of the arm, dripping on the bishop.
I'm gonna run.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
At disadvantage because you're poisoned. In fact, I should have made you a disadvantage because you're poisoned.
Well, it
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So the first one at disadvantage.
That one.
Okay, so now
2 for both.
so
Second
2
one.
plus what? Not 10, is it?
Oh shit. Wait. No, 9.
So 11, so you just miss. So you, first one you come running up, pull out your finger guns. First one goes off early and shoots right in the ground next to you. Snow flying up in your eyes, and you kind of, shot goes just slightly wide, busting another pus pocket.
You're supposed to be shooting here. You're really shooting here.
Brings us to Dalen.
Okay.
Next golf game.
I am 55
Mm-hmm.
feet away.
Yeah,
So I am just gonna chuck an ice knife at him.
go for it.
It'll be with disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Oof. 10.
Misses. But now you can roll your explosion damage,
Yeah.
which he'll take half of because he made his save, I'm pretty sure.
What did he make?
Natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah, he made it. Thanks for asking.
It's 20. Natural 20.
I wasn't going to say anything, I was just like, he made his save. The other one.
Yeah. That would be 8 halved to 4.
Okay. You hear it as it goes off. And the eye shards just piercing all kinds of things on him. Now it's just like oozing off all over. Brings it
And
go ahead. You have a bonus action?
well, movement.
Sure. Go for it.
Yeah, I want to head that way.
Okay. 30. How many
Get
feet
up
are,
next to it.
how many feet are y'all behind it currently?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 for me.
Okay.
And what, 10 for me? Or oh,
30 for him.
So y'all are 25 and 30 feet away?
Yeah.
He's going to use his movement to double dash 100 feet. So yeah, 100. 30
So
feet
he's-
away. Yeah, he's running.
Yeah.
Hold on, all the way around.
Okay.
ready.
I'll go back at my 10.
Well, that was
finish.
fucking fun, wasn't it?
Y'all just got like goops of stuff just like all over y'all.
Prestidigitation.
You're now clean. The rest of
Hello?
Oh, hello. Yeah, prestidigitation.
you. Okay, so now you are clean.
I mean, no?
No.
Yeah, see if I ever let you borrow my fucking bedroom.
You never did.
I planned on it!
And then you ran over me as a snail.
Well, damn, Bishop, I can't control the weather. Not my fault you're fucking cold.
So that ends your
That is
watch.
mine.
Okay, that brings us to Kendara's.
Okay.
Kendara, you remain awake while Dalen goes to sleep, covered in just
No.
gross.
I mean, I'm gonna try to clean myself off. a
Okay,
little
sure,
bit.
yeah. And go to rest. You're gonna raise your point of exhaustion and your poison by the time it's done.
Yay.
Kendara, make it a perception check at disadvantage because you're poisoned.
Yeah, that's gonna be an 8.
Sun's come up at this point for a couple hours now. You kind of watch a few birds, snowbirds kind of flying through the field, landing in some trees. Not much is going on. Your watch seems to pass without any event. You go and wake up your companions.
I have a pot, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna take some snow and
Okay.
melt it in the pot so
Okay.
that it's warm water.
Okay.
And I'll give it to the football to clean themselves up with.
So
Okay.
officially took a long rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, both had everybody's had a long rest at this point.
Okay. I thank you.
Yeah,
I tried to scrape some of it off, but it's fucking thick. I'm gonna start cleaning myself with the hot water.
Okay. It takes you about 30 minutes to kind of get all cleaned up and finally get the most, whatever that gross goat man's stuff off of you was. And you guys begin.
Hang on. While I was sitting there, looking at snowbirds and stuff. Since this is, I'm from the mountains. I feel like I'm like, are we in the forest? Are we in the mountains? Do I have any idea? Can I roll? What the hell was that? It
Sure.
was disgusting.
Yeah, roll.
What do you want? A history or what?
That's probably an arcana, really, is what I would.
Of course it is.
Oh, not 13. It's disgusting. It's not normal.
Poison's gone, right?
Poison is gone. It was only 3 hours.
You're not real sure. It gave you the same kind of feeling as like fiends that you might have faced in your paladin-y ways. It's probably not from this plane of existence.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God. So I'll tell you guys that. What worries me is maybe someone summoned it, and maybe.
And the same thing happened with that, those hellhounds.
Oh my God, you're right.
I'm sorry, hellhounds.
Those dog,
The hellhounds
fire
came
dogs.
after us. They attacked us. They should not have
Oh,
been here.
shit! I forgot about that. Yeah,
You're
Ones that
right.
came out of the.
probably came out of that portal.
Are we close to the portal?
It's been y'all passed it. Like y'all could see it down there a few miles away. The big area
Okay,
that
so
was.
maybe it came from that.
Would've been nice to stop by.
So-
Talk to her a bit.
Say hello. She might have known.
Guess not.
Maybe
Yeah.
on the way back.
Hi. We
Like
do
to-
have to go
yeah.
south for
You
the
do not
Chimera
talk to her.
horn. We're gonna have to go a bit south. So okay, maybe on the way.
Alright, well, as we're walking, I'm going to, because I forgot, I'm going to bring up my divine sense again. So it's fine.
Okay. Clear right now. Nothing seems to be around you.
Okay.
You guys travel for about another. 'Cause by the time you woke up, it was a little after noon. Probably say about 1 o'clock when you woke up. 'Cause it's 4 hours per rest, so 4 to 8.
12.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So yeah.
48, 8 to 12.
Yeah. So yeah, you're good at that point. So yeah, y'all are up about noon. Walk for about 2 hours, about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Make a perception check for me. Everyone.
With advantage?
No advantage for
It's-
this.
Because we're
it's
in the
on my-
mountain.
You're not a
I'm in the
ranger.
mountain.
I don't know why.
Because it's my home.
It is.
And I just know
Plus
things about my
23.
home. Or
I mean, whatever it is, he fucking saw it.
I see everything. I see the goat man.
equipment.
Fuck you, goat man.
Oh my god.
So you see.
Nothing happens.
So what were y'all's perceptions? Natural 20, of course.
23.
Snow blind a little bit, and you're kind of looking, having a hard time seeing anything.
Which is surprising. It's not from here.
Snow blindness. It's everybody.
You two, though, see these 3 mounds of snow that begin moving towards you at an increasingly faster rate. Till all of a sudden you see these bright blue eyes come up off the ground. And you hear... You see 3 Yeti just charging.
It's the Yeti.
Found them.
And that's where we'll end today.
Oh, okay.
Alright guys, well hey, thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed it. Traveling episodes are weird and kind of hard to do sometimes, so we're doing the best, or I'm trying to do my best to keep it interesting and entertaining and moving along. Yeah, I hope you guys had a good time. Go check out our YouTube channel. Make sure you check us out every Friday. Guys, thank y'all so much. We appreciate everything, all the views and everything. Subscribe, like, comment on our stuff on YouTube. Follow us here on the Twitch so we have more followers. Help us grow this channel. Anyways, guys, I hope you like the new layout, and we will see you guys next time. Have a good night.